Good morning, what's shaking, what's happening? Welcome back to Tasty Bites Timeless Travels. Today is day 92 of our Holland America cruise around the world. And it's another sea day. But there's some things to do, so come join us. Alright, so we're going to start the day with coffee with Kimberly. As far as the rest of the day, there is this port talk. But we're already on turkey. We've got quite a few to watch in our room, so I think we're going to skip it. So that way we don't get too confused. There's a bunch of lectures. There is brunch, but it's like a Canadian brunch today. It's kind of different. I don't think we're going to go. I've added these drawing classes. I've thought about doing one of those. But the big thing tonight, and I don't want to scroll too fast, is there is a day at the Hop. It is down here somewhere. Oh, who's doing cocktails tonight? Oh, the piano player. He missed his original cocktails because he got his dates mixed up. But, yeah, this at the Hop party. 7:30. It's 50s inspired. That could be kind of fun. So, yeah, some things to do. A coffee with Kimberly. This is with Chef Maria. She's the Pinnacle Grill chef. She did the cooking demo the other day. Maybe a lecture, maybe some pool time, maybe some adulting. But the At the Hop party could be kind of fun. They had some decorations out during disco night, I think, that looked like they should have been for the At the Hop party. But it's in the Crow's Nest. Crow's Nest is not conducive to some of these parties, so we'll have to see how busy it is. The ship is, like I said, it's only about half full. Breakfast was a ghost town this morning because we had a time change today. Even this coffee with Kimberly's looking pretty sad. Still about 10 minutes before it starts, but I don't know. So we'll see. But tomorrow starts the Canary Islands, so that should be fun. And we're starting to hit a bunch of ports in a very short amount of time. So we don't have a lot of random sea days left until the end, where there's 60 days when we leave Europe and go to Puerto Rico. So this is really our last. I don't think there's 2 more sea days in a row. Or maybe just one more set like this. I think it's just a random sea day here and there from here on out to the end. But that is the plan for the day. Now, I don't know what's actually going to happen. First off, it's kind of chilly outside. It's only like 70 degrees, in this area of the world right now. We have crossed back over the equator, so we're in the winter time. So when we woke up this morning and it was like 7:20, the sun was just coming up, which is bizarre because we are so used to being woken up at 6 in the morning with the sunrise. So that's different. So C is really wanting to go to the pool today. It was too rocky for it yesterday, and I'm afraid it might be a little too cold today for her, but we will find out. But let's see what's up with this coffee chat. She was really interesting in the cooking demo, and she's got some special items on the Pinnacle Grill menu right now. So we might actually hit up Pinnacle one night. It's a specialty restaurant you have to pay extra for, but it's got something a little special. We're kind of getting tired in the main dining room rotating menus. A little something different, some steak tacos, some good fish, some Mexican style fish. Does sound pretty good, so it's time for coffee with Kimberly. Oh my goodness, what a beautiful sparkling sea day we have had. This water has been beautiful, it's calm, it's way different from yesterday where it was rolling waves. And those rolling waves yesterday, they made me pretty sick. Today's such a stark difference. Oh, it's so much better. But it has been a good sea day. Hang on, my hair is, woo. Other than it is a bit windy, but, let's see, here we go. But still a very fun time. We did go to the pool today. It was too cold to get in the water. I'm sure the water was warm, but it was one of those when you get out of the pool, you're gonna freeze. So it just had some fresh air, some sunshine. I read some more of my book. And the neat thing is, to work on a cruise ship is like, to make your way up to captain and things like that, you go through this program called a cadet program, apparently, and they have someone on here, and one of the things that he is learning to do is he takes an old school sextant and he figures out the longitude and latitude of the ship and this, that, and the other. It's typically done at noon. He did a presentation on it the other day. Today, because of the 2 time changes, he had to come out at 2. Or, yeah, 1 yesterday, 2 today, to track where we were, so it's relative correctly to when he did it yesterday and the day prior. So that was neat to see him do, because we missed his presentation the other day. So, he was a very nice guy. He didn't mind talking about it whatsoever. So interesting to see. But just a nice, lazy sea day. Coffee chat was the shortest one I've ever been to. It ended in 23 minutes. And typically they go to like 9:30, 9:45 in some cases. But really nice. Maria's very, very nice. People had really great questions. I think what kind of threw everything off is at the beginning of it, they somehow, before Maria ever came out, they started talking about the 2026 and 2027 World Cruise. Now, if you're on the World Cruise, you can go ahead and reserve your spot for the 2027, even though nothing has been announced about it. No itinerary, no ship, nothing like that. So it led to conversations about 2026 and 2027. 2026 is going to be on the Volden Dam. We will be able to board the Volden Dam as part of the Grand Voyage meetup in April, or it's already April, at the tail end of April when we're in Barcelona. So Kimberly was like, oh, are you going to go see where your room's at, and this, that, and the other? And then somebody asked her if she was going to be on the cruise next year, and she got very, very quiet, and then she said probably not. And then from there you could tell it kind of threw a wrench in her day, or rattled her, or something went a little off, and her vibe just completely changed. So it didn't set a bad tone for the coffee chat, but it definitely took her a minute to pick up and recover. I don't think she was expecting that question, or she just really didn't know how to answer it, which I found a little strange. I've never seen her speechless. Like, she's always got some sort of conversation ready to go. So that was different. But the coffee chat was still good. The Mexican regional menu is only here for about a week. Yeah, a week. It's due to change soon, so I don't think we're going to make it to Pinnacle in time to try it, but Maria was very nice. She has plans of opening her own restaurant eventually when her days with Holland are done, but she also has no desire to be an executive chef for Holland. She said, I know what I want to do, and that's not what I want to do. The highest I want to go with Holland is like a corporate chef, where I go around and tell people, teach them how to do the Pinnacle menu, the Tamarind menu, the Morimoto menu, things like that. So I thought that was really neat, So, and that's been the day. That and a really nice lunch. So we're going to finish enjoying this beautiful view on the balcony. Like I said, a little chilly, but gorgeous day. And rest up, because we've got 2 port days up ahead. So we'll catch you at dinner. Alright, appetizers have arrived, and C started with the crusted shrimp, which is basically just a tempura shrimp. And for me, I got the crusted shrimp. It is obviously dairy-free, because C's looks exactly like mine, no modifications needed for dairy. Alright, and it's a double app night for us. C got the orange slices with avocado and some fresh onion. Let me tell you, onions have been potent on this cruise, so I'm thinking she's probably just going to eat the oranges and avocado. For me, I decided to give this carrot soup a go. It looks delicious, so let's see if it's nice and warm and velvety like the rest of their cream soups are. Alright, entrees have arrived. She went with the veggie pizza from the accessible menu. It's one of her favorites. And I went for the beef brisket, which came with mashed potatoes and carrots and broccoli. It looks very adorably cute, and it's apparently a very hot plate. Alright, time for dessert. C got one of her smiley, happy fruit plates. It came with some nice looking berries on it today. Something new. For me, I think it's chocolate coffee pie. I cannot remember, but it does look delicious, but this is a rather large piece, so we'll see. with that, we are calling it a night. I'm going to be honest with you. Out of all the theme nights they've done, I think I have enjoyed this at the Hop night the best of all. Let's backtrack a little bit to dinner. Dinner was good. I mean, it was beef brisket. So you got a veggie pizza. It's a menu we've had 3 times already now. So, I'm sorry, something's weird with my hair. There we go. But good meal. I wasn't a fan of the carrot soup. It did taste like very fresh carrots, with some weird spice in there, but not my thing. It's okay though. The crispy shrimp were very, very good. Dinner, beef brisket, veggie pizza, dessert was dessert. So that was dinner. But the hot party, it was so much fun. And I think what made it fun is, first off, while a large amount of people dressed up, not everyone dressed up. It wasn't the vast majority of people even that dressed up. It was just enough to keep the theme going, but not enough that you felt out of place if you didn't. So that was really nice. And then their drink specials, they had milkshakes tonight to go with the 50s theme, and I have been missing a good milkshake, so that was nice. And the music was really good. It was the fantasy band, and then Bernie would jump in for a song or two, which is weird, but it worked. So, and everyone was just really, those songs in that time period, they're all so innocent and fun, and they're just your bebopping kind of songs. So it was really hard to not have a good time at this one. And it's like every other theme event, all the officers come out. And I will say this particular captain, he is not the one that we started the voyage with. We picked him up in Singapore. He gets into things. He came dressed like he was from Grease Lightning, and his wife had on a T-Bird jacket, and they came and danced and everything, and it was really interesting. Somewhere in the middle of the night, not in the middle of the night, but in the middle of the event, they had to turn the music off for an announcement, and it turned out there was like whales or dolphins or something around us. But then as soon as that was over, he came back and partied some more. So he's a very approachable, accessible captain. Not that Captain Friezo wasn't, but this guy, he lets loose a little bit, which is kind of fun. So just a fun event, just a good time. And then the other thing that contributed to it being fun is Rolling Stone and Billboard both had sets. So the Crow's Nest was not the only event going on, so it had distributed the crowd quite a bit. I don't know how busy Billboard and Rolling Stone were, but Crow's Nest did not have everybody in it like we've seen in the past events. So you had room to move around, to dance, to enjoy yourself, to sit and not be crowded in by people. So, a great event. Tomorrow, Canary Islands. This is Tenerife, Canary Islands is where we go tomorrow. Pretty decent looking map. Now, at one point they had a shuttle bus, and I feel like it might have gotten canceled because originally our stop tomorrow was going to have 4 cruise ships, and we were the furthest away from town, for the furthest berth, and we were going to have to be shuttled. But now one of them backed out, and it was the one that was in the lead spot, so they've moved us. And from my understanding is now the cruise stop is like right there at downtown, so we shall see. Don't know much about the Canary Islands other than our old next door neighbor is dying to go there. So she was so excited when she heard we were going to the Canary Islands. The other big thing they emphasize, and even if you go to the website What's in Port, it's the McDonald's, and is like right there apparently for the free Wi-Fi. I don't know. We actually looked at the McDonald's menu just because we were wondering. There's actually nothing special on it. We might stop in and just make sure, but it looked like just the regular McDonald's menu that you would see back in the States, but very much more expensive because I know C also found a Burger King. Very much more expensive. The other thing is when we hit this part of the world is now we're at the siesta times again. So the siesta for Canary Islands tomorrow is 1 to 4 for this particular island. So if you haven't done it by 1, you're probably not going to do it. But that's when the restaurant's open for lunch. So we'll see what we end up doing. We will see. Don't have a lot of plans, but the map looks like there's a decent amount of stuff to do. So we will figure it out. So make sure you hit that notification button. Subscribe, all those fun social things like this, that, and the other to keep following us along as we keep making our way around the world on Holland America's 2025 Grand Voyage World Cruise. Have a great night. Bye.